welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video. So my hair is already done. I slept in a French braid last night, and after taking it out, I really like how the waves kind of look from it. So I just kept it like this. I'll put a clip of me kind of styling it, or I just basically just brushed through the hair and then sprayed my hairspray. That's pretty much all I did with my hair. Now let's go into the makeup. So I'm just going to be doing one of my favorite makeup looks for today's video. I'm going to quickly off camera do my brows. For today's eyeshadow palette, I'm going to use the ColourPop Going Coconuts eyeshadow palette. But first, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Nars Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. No matter what makeup look I'm doing, I always like to start with the eyes. That's not just because of fallout. I've always been doing my eyes first. After applying the eye primer, I'm going to take a concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser to cancel out any discoloration on the lids. I like to go in with an eye primer first rather than going in with a concealer, just because I feel like going in with concealer as your primer doesn't really prime the eye. Okay, to set the concealer, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and then I'm just going to lightly tap to set the concealer. Now we're going to go into the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take the shade Coolada, and that is going to go in the crease. I also kind of like to bring it in the inner part of the crease, kind of up towards the brow. Okay, I'm going to take a clean blending brush and just kind of diffuse the edges of this a little bit. Then I'm going to take the color Lovely Bunch, which is this one. I'm going to place that in the inner third, or the outer third of the eye. With my finger, I'm going to take the color, actually my favorite color in the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take Coco Crush. So I'm going to actually spray my finger with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I'm going to apply that on the lid. So sometimes I do get like an eyeshadow underneath the lower lash line, so I kind of like to wipe it away with a clean makeup wipe. Clean brush. Then I'm going to take the blending brush that we used just to blend the edges of Coco Crush. Then I'm going to take a Super Shock shadow, one of my favorite ones. This is in the shade Flower Child. I was going to do Ritz, but I like to kind of switch up the colors, so I'm going to use Flower Child today. And I'm going to apply this with my finger. And again, I'm going to go in with the blending brush and blend the edges. On this eye, the outer corner kind of got covered up a little bit, so I'm going to reapply the shade Lovely Bunch on the outer part of the eye. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another brush. This is the Morphine Aerial Brush number A29. And we're going to take the color De Coco, take a tiny bit of that, and I'm going to place this right where Lovely Bunch and Coco Crush meet. Kind of like a gradient. And then in the inner corner, I'm going to take the color Palm Reader and apply that in the inner corner. So instead of an eyeliner, I'm going to actually use an eyeshadow for eyeliner. I'm going to take the shade Nutty in the palette and apply that to the lash line. First, now I'm going to move on to mascara. So first, I'm going to comb my lashes and apply the L'Oreal Lash Paradice mascara. For foundation today, I'm going to use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hylronic Hydrating Foundation. This one is in Fair. So I'm going to take some of this on the back of my hand, a brush first. Oh, I forgot to prime. That's okay. So I was going to prime with the Jafra Royal Hydrating Radiance face primer, but I forgot to. Okay, for concealer, I'm going to use the Jafra Royal Radiance Under Eye Concealer. And I first like to start by applying it to the under eye area. The shade for me is more of a color corrector. So for under the eyes, I don't usually put another concealer on top of this, but for a more like full glam makeup look, I do. I'm also going to apply the same concealer on any blemishes. I'm just going to let that sit for a few minutes, and I'm going to blend in the under eye concealer, and now I can blend in the blemish where I applied the concealer on any blemish. For bronzer, I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Glow liquid bronzer. I'm going to squirt a tiny bit of this on the back of my hand because I figured out like if I squirt a lot, and it just does not work very well. I'm just going to bronze up the face. Then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand, the contour one, to contour my nose. Then what I like to do to blend in the contour, I like to take kind of like a crease brush and just blend the edges of the nose contour. What I'm going to do now is apply the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in Joy. I'm going to apply some of that on the back of my hand, and then I like to take a beauty blender to apply that to the face. I'm going to use the powder that we use to set the eyes. I'm going to just set the under eye area, the forehead, and the chin. Then I'm going to take a bigger brush. I'm going to set the outsides of the face. Then I'm actually going to apply another blush on top of the Rare Beauty blush. I just kind of like to layer blushes sometimes. So I'm going to take the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I'm going to apply that right on top of the Rare Beauty blush. Okay, I'm going to wipe off the lip balm that I had on the lips. I'm going to take the lip liner from NYX in the shade Mauve and apply that to the lips. I'm only going to really line the lips. I'm not going to fill them in. Then I'm going to take my NYX Powder Puff Lippy in Squad Goals. To set the brows, I'm going to use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. And I'm also going to set the face with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter Setting Spray. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed today's video and see you guys in the next one. Bye!